it's Uther. And there's no image from the actual page, so it's just the cover again. But he's on the cover, so that works out for us.
So this is from u/n.
Same
Is that
person?
the actual
No.
username?
NBZDX9. That's a completely different person, but that person did say they were cycling throwaways.
No, this is from WFH / well, basically.
Oh, yeah, that's the person who said it was a throwaway.
Yes, this is from
That's what it
Mr.
was.
Work from Home, kill me, please.
Yes, that was the person.
Nice one,
who-
OP.
They said at the bottom of that post, I think they're using throwaways. So whatever reason, but yeah.
So, well, here's the OP's comment
Yes.
from the Reddit post. The Paladin's Beast is a short story by Madeline Rue, a fairy tale of young Uther's journey to a kingdom that has a wonderland vibe to it.
Very exciting.
Uther gets sucked into a mysterious pool, and on the other side of it is a kingdom that's parallel to Lordaeron. In said kingdom, there's an annual tournament, which Uther volunteers to partake in. The reward is the princess's medallion, which is described a bit like Frostmourne.
I'd love to know how that is.
The king is called Artenes. That's an obvious anagram of Tenerus, Menethil.
Yeah.
And the daughter is named Miathras?
Miatharis?
Miatharis?
Yeah.
But, as the OP says, remove a few letters from her name, and of course you get Arthas. So you've got these two characters who are obviously representative of Arthas and his dad. And to continue here, he says, it's implied that the princess was forced to fight in frostworm form against the kingdom's knights against her will. They all perished. Interestingly, one of her victims was a woman warrior. Alludes to Sylvanas, ? And here's the big bit. The princess kills not because she wants to, she has to. Her hands have scars from the heavy chains used to bind her. She's not described as an evil antagonist in the end. It's just a fairy tale, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Or
really
is there more?
I'm really sorry to break the beautiful little thing you had there, but Brian M, you bastard. Miatharis, I am Arthas. Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
Cheers, Brian.
Oh, that's fun.
You saw...
Yeah.
Oh, now John has just done a
Yeah.
very good move in chat.
Yeah.
He's the arm and the Pepsi Max and then the other arm.
Oh,
Incredible.
nice. That's smart.
Oh, Thomas Hislop,
Yeah,
new
this is a
member.
Yeah, cheers, Thomas.
So the Thomas Hislop that just joined chat is in fact my co-founder in the game studio. We've been working together for it's verging on a decade. That's very terrifying.
Yep. Time sure
And
goes.
you'll hear more from what he's doing in quite due course. It's going to be good. So this is quite the story, right?
Yeah.
The princess kills not because she wants to, she has to. Her hands have scars from the heavy chains used to bind her, and she's not described as being evil. Now, by the way, we're going into patch 9.1, Chains of Domination. Chains of Domination, domination magic. Now, we know that the power of the helm and the sword, what that amounts to is that the jailer can mind control you. He's doing it very directly with Anduin right now. And that is basically what he was always trying to do with the Lich Kings, to varying degrees of success with basically Bolvar. So Bolvar is a man of the light in that he's a paladin, technically a man of order in that he's a man, and that humans are of course descended from Titan constructs. He is a man of life because in a way he is cleansed and purged by the life fire of Alexstrasza, who is the life dragon. And what else is there in him? And death, of course.
And death because
death.
he's the Lich King now.
But like that he had all of that like light and life and stuff imbued
Yes.
in him. It meant that the jailer wasn't able to dominate him in the way that the jailer can, dominate others.
Yeah, well, that is actually, I think that is currently a theory as opposed to confirmed anywhere, but it's so obvious.
Steve basically confirmed it to me in that interview, sure.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I clean forgot about that.
Yeah, so what's really interesting here is that the princess, who is literally called I Am Arthas, if you move the letters around a little bit, is described as her hands have got scars from the chains used to bind her. And that, she's not fighting against her will, and she's not an evil antagonist.
Yeah.
So this is some sort of parallel universe where basically Arthas is not evil. Arthas is just mind controlled and is doing, is scarred and has this terrible time doing things against his will. Yeah. Now, I should note, I asked Steve this
Yeah.
in that interview, and he did say that Arthas had a lot of control over his actions. I think especially at the start when it was just him and Frostmourne. So I don't think that this is them telling us 100% that Arthas is actually fine and, it's all fine and dandy. But I think it is them toying with the idea of Arthas's culpability because of the jailer. And that the jailer had, domination magic to, get power over him.
There's definitely a case where he's not. There's a point where he's no longer culpable or something like that, or it's he started the fire, but etc. etc. But I think the way this is framed in the Reddit post is very much that it's actually a really, really cool story, and that all of this is going on is actually like a twist to it. So it's not the whole. It's not the whole thing isn't super clear from the get go. So I actually think it's maybe more Madeline having fun with storytelling and toying with the idea as opposed to saying anything. Like it's weird. It's that kind of thing where is it straight up? Is it a bluff? Is it a double bluff? I can't tell, so I can't think of anything outside of going, this is really cool, and they're bringing up the topic. So
it's folk and fairy tales.
Yeah,
it's exactly that. That's why I really like the conceit of this book.
Yeah.
So I think that's all pretty big. I don't know how much more there is to say, just that it's worth us thinking about that relationship between the various different Lich Kings and the jailer. And I think, Ian's teased all these big mind blows of where things are going to go, and I have to wonder if stuff like this will factor in. Because, funny enough, it is about right now that they are getting this content out to us.
Yep, that can be nothing but intentional, I think.
Yeah.